For we are the children of the dust. This is from Ezekiel. For he knows our frame, he is mindful that we are dust. For you are dust, and to dust you shall return. In other words, we have a connection to the earth. I covered this before. The wealth of the sinner is laid up for the righteous, and is not cash. That's what Yahushua said. Render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and unto Yah the things that are Yah's. Because money is bondage to the Babylonian money system. So if you're sitting on the any ministry that's pushing cryptocurrency, I would get out. And yes, money is the root of all evil. So this is the direction that the world is heading. The internet of bodies, which means the merging of man and machine. So in order to get your money, buy and sell, you will have to have that device in your body, Yah's temple. You know that's how it's called the internet of bodies. Net was an ancient Egyptian goddess of creation, wisdom, weaving, war, and afterlife. Weaving as in weaving her web. Yes, the Egyptian goddess Net is associated with spiders and is sometimes referred to as the Egyptian spider woman. According to Hopi teaching, Spider Woman will return at the end of the world and weave a web across a landscape, signaling the end of the world. Notice how it says she'll be back because she was here before. Because what we're watching now is the rise of Grand Tataria all over again. They ran on AI technology. As you can see in this portrait, he is holding a cell phone or smartphone given to him by the colonizers. And I also made this video yesterday on YouTube on the Mom on a Budget. Egyptian Simpsons, nothing new under the sun. And I show all this artwork that shows all this technology that we have today, and they had it back then. All this was just erased from historical records. And it leads to this, nothing new under the sun. So internet means enter the net. That's what the internet of bodies means, connecting you to Net. The goddess Net was also known as the spinner and weaver of destinies, who was associated with a spider. So I covered this before. So this took place in France. The Merovingian bloodline, France. So what you're looking at here is Lilith. And she is the spider woman. If I'm not mistaken, I think this took place about a month ago. And they also have Baal, her husband, as well. Because this is what's coming. So you see the top? It says cryptocurrency, blockchain, the future. And the bottom, Babylonian magic slave system. Making cryptocurrency the new Babylonian magic slave system. You will not be able to buy or sell without money. And as you can see behind them, that's the brain. So our wealth is actually our inheritance, it's our land. I covered this before. We get our lands back. Instead of your shame, you will receive a double portion. And instead of disgrace, you will rejoice in your inheritance. And so you will inherit a double portion in your land. And everlasting joy will be yours. So like I explained before, since 2019, our lands have been returned to us. So far, nearly 3 million acres. And this is dated November 26. November 28. Tribe regained hunting, fishing, gathering rights after decades. What does this mean? You see, that means that we will get our land. We could be able to hunt and fish. So there's nobody that you will have to pay rental or Con Ed or buy food or water from. Because we'll be going back to living off the land. Like I said, we have a connection to the land, to the earth. That is the wilderness. I like to follow this family on Facebook. First of all, they call themselves tribes, tribula, and they speak of the mayores, elders, just like in the scriptures. What I'm showing here is that he went to buy fish, but he didn't want fresh fish because he had a long journey back home. He was looking for dry fish. And why? Because there's no refrigeration, because we're going back to no refrigeration. And he explains how they prepare the fish. Because electricity is for El. So we won't be living off electricity. L is for electricity. He's also showing how he's sharing with the community. There's no exchanging of money. He also shows how they repair roads and build walls, all out of nature. How they make bricks and houses out of nature. how she explains how they make teas to help us heal. So we will be going from this to leaves and food for healing. He also shows how they cook over a wood fire, all natural. No stoves, electricity, microwaves, none of that. If you're looking for all that, then you're going to have to stay behind. That's what the other masters offers you. And I like the fact how they eat it on a leaf. No plastic plates. And you see their hammock right there? Also, she shows you how she entertains her children in the wilderness. So it won't be none of this because those children are being prepared to know how to live in the wilderness and live off nature. He also explains how he uses smoke to kill pestilence. She also shows how the women bathe and how they use aloe vera to wash their hair and for their face. It's interesting because they're always wearing white. It reminded me of this scripture. Always be clothed in white and always anoint your head with oil. Because I like his page as well. And he shows how he makes olive oil out of coconut. In the scriptures, it tells you olive oil as lotion for your skin. And I've been doing that for about 10 years now. Not one wrinkle. You let the earth produce grass for cattle, plants for our food, wine to cheer us up, olive oil for our skin, and grape for our health. He also shows you how he makes wine out of apples, how he filters and collects rainwater. He is making a canoe to collect the water. Even the drinking vessels come from nature. He shows all his fruits and vegetation. This is a root vegetable. He shows his chickens. You see the vessel in which he's collecting the eggs. All from nature. And there he goes cutting down the plantains, mango and eggs, and onions from his garden. And let's not forget that we'll also be making our clothes from nature as well. So as you can see, our land is our wealth. It's not cash. They have people confused and you think that it's money, but money is not our wealth. It's our land. There's your waters, you could fish. Your land, you could grow stuff, you can hunt. And I explained before what AI is. A Luciferian force, an energy that's throughout the universe. A portion of the creator believes itself to be separate from the creator, believes it can overtake the universe. The world does say that we will wander after the beast. It all depends on which master you want to serve. And with that, I will play you 2 videos and you decide. So he explains how his tribe is in charge over the mountain and the waters. And the reason that they don't advance the technology is because that means leaving nature behind. How nature and the earth works like a human body, a human vessel. Once you start to strip it of its minerals, you will throw the balance off and it will not be a good thing.
Vestimos de blanco es la pregunta de muchas personas.
Somos de la tribu Arhuaca y somos de la Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta.
Somos indígenas que desde el principio Seranco nos encargó para cuidar esta montaña, para cuidar el agua. Y no es que nosotros no avancemos tecnológicamente, sino es que para nosotros avanzar significa dejar todo en su estado natural. Porque el planeta nosotros lo vemos como un cuerpo humano, que naturalmente funciona bien. Pero una vez que le saquemos el carbón, el petróleo y los minerales a la naturaleza, aquí le estamos sacando las extremidades. Es como si nos sacara un ojo a nosotros. Y de una vez habrá un desequilibrio en la naturaleza. Alterar el orden de la naturaleza significa volver a un mal tiempo. Por eso nuestro trabajo como indígenas de la Sierra Nevada siempre será cuidar la naturaleza para garantizar la vida de nosotros los seres humanos.
No makeup, fake nails, wigs, or weaves that was given to us by the fallen.
Scary new technology can place you at any place in the world.
That'll be the end of it.
All right, smile for a second. All right, got it. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right.
Painless.
All right. I got it. All right. So now, come over here. Let's look at the screen. So now we're gonna go back, just so you can see this. Go back into that mode now of we're in the app. And now the menu's gonna come back up. And so look, we've inserted you in the avatar selection. And then see where the red is going, you can choose different players.
Yeah.
So then we're gonna pick Horton Tucker. And then where Horton Tucker is, so this will be in a live game, you will be inserted into the game. You'll be making all the same movements he was, but it'll look like it's your body.
Does he have my skills?
We'll see.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and roll that. There's that shirt.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Where'd you get the idea to stick your tongue out like that?
Somebody copied me, you know.
Looks like you've been lifting.